A very happy good morning to one and all present for this wonderful session of AICT, IST, FDP. Here we have our guest Dr. Karpaswamy Ramanathan, CEO Spectrum Skills Yard, City Academy and Legend Outbound Training Solutions, Vice President Rotary Coimbatore City, General Secretary Global Society of HSE Professionals. He has 5 years of industrial experience with Cipla Limited, Mumbai, and 18 years of teaching experience with Tyagaraja College, Madurai, and leading business schools in Coimbatore, India. He has received a gold medal for his academic excellence in his master degree from Ayyanada Janaki Ammal College, Madurai Kamaraj University. He is an alumni member of Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. He has published 14 textbooks, 65 research articles in various journals with impact factors. He has also presented 113 research papers in various conferences. He has organized 12 management development programs, 26 FDPs, 5 leadership camps, and 15 international level conferences. He has widely traveled to many countries like Singapore, Malaysia, Dubai, and Kuwait. He has also served as Chair Long Range Plan and also Executive Council member in ASSE Indian chapter. He is an artisan, making his artwork, painting, rangoli, and wall designs. He has organized 5 painting exhibitions with his paintings and artwork. He is writing successfully in a wide range of literary genre like poems, short stories, and novels in Tamil. Tree plantation is a major project undertaken by him and has a practice of planting 1,000 trees every year and also maintaining them for the past 10 years. He has organized 4 signature rallies to create awareness about HIV and tuberculosis, the girl child, and poverty. He was awarded various awards like Prince Award by Youth Welfare Department in 1996, Best Social Worker Award in 2013, Best Secretary Award by Rotary District 3201 in 2017, Man of Social Work Award by IDA Asia in 2017, and Man of Charity Award from United Nations Global Academy of Peace, United Kingdom in the year 2019. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome a wonderful guest, Dr. Karpaswamy Ramanathan, for this session. I welcome you, sir. Now I hand over the session to you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for your warm words. First of all, my sincere thanks to the entire faculty team members of Karpaswamy Engineering for making a wonderful arrangement to host a AICTE supported faculty development program. And special mention here for the captain of the SIP, Dr. Vanita Madam. She's a continuous inspiring source of inspiration for many people. I know her for the past 2 decades, the way in which she used to conduct the events and the way in which she mold the students and making them readily employable to the corporate world. So I'm going to make a small presentations related to the strategies for successful teaching in 21st century. And when I went for my very first class of my MPhil, that time Professor Mariappan, one of the legend in Madurai Kamaraj University. So he has mentioned 3 things to a teacher. So he asked the reason why everyone choose an MPhil to become a lecturer. So that time he mentioned 2 things. In the very first orientation class he has mentioned, I thought of sharing with you because that might be more useful for all the teachers here. So one, as a role of a teacher, there are a lot of changes taking place, not only in the learning environment, but also in the learning mode also. How we switch over from the normal mode to the abnormal, or you can say because of COVID-19, we have shifted to digital mode. Earlier, even giving mobile phone to the children, okay, parents were hesitant because we used to have a strong opinion that it's a harmful one. Now, all schools and colleges are saying without gadgets we will not enter you inside the classroom. So likewise, lot of changes are taking place. But he has mentioned about the 5 roles. The roles, different roles of a teacher. One, he has mentioned about the resource. A teacher should play a major role in mobilizing the resources, and he should be like an encyclopedia in that particular subject domain. The second thing, support. The support in the 3 level. The first one, at the bottom level, the students, learners. From you cannot give them a uniform treatment for them. But whereas you'll find a heterogeneous people, though it's a homogeneous, maybe your first year MBA or maybe your first year BE, but though it's a homogeneous crowd, you'll find a heterogeneous students coming from different economical background, a different educational background, and all other constraints, advantage they have, and support to the bottom level people, and supporting your colleague, okay, just to maintain that enterprising competency level among them, supporting them, and another support to the top level management, where the head of the institutions, management, and other people, they have a lot of expectations. So I think the first one, resource, I mentioned. Second one, support. Third one, the mentor. The role of a teacher is irrespective of the transformation taking place over a period of time, maybe thousands of years, still teachers are said to be the powerful person who is able to do mentoring for it. It may be related to career, it may be related to anything. Even I think you might have heard the important news that the Tata Group, Tata Group used to recruit earlier from the people from the rural area, not from the leading business schools and other thing. Now they have the practice. What though they are going to recruit MBA or ME or BE, they'll go to their higher secondary school level, higher secondary teachers. Suppose the person has mentioned, okay, he has mentioned as Annur. So the Tata HR team will go to Annur and they'll make an inquiry about that person who has completed his higher secondary or 10th standard from a school, a particular school. They'll inquire from the school teachers about his discipline, sincerity, all dedications and other things. Once they get a positive reply, immediately that person, without any further delay, he'll be given an employment opportunity with the Tata Group. That's one of the valid reason why they are able to make justice. Still, okay, even still, I remember the story of Tisco, Telco, all other companies, though they have struggled later, but in substance stage, they had a great success story because of uh, the mentoring work done by the teachers. And the fourth one is the helping hand. The helping hand in all segments. Mostly, okay, we may think about the people, those who are shrewd in the classroom, okay, able to give the answer, able to score more. They may have a excellent academic background and other thing. But coming to the people, those who are coming first time to the college, maybe a first graduate from their family, so they need a lot of helping hand. So the role of a teacher is at the bottom of the pyramid. So people, those who are needed, and finally the powerful role is a learner, continuous learner. A continuous learner. A graduate yesterday stopping studying today will become uneducated tomorrow. This is a powerful quote. A graduate yesterday stopping learning today will become uneducated tomorrow. That much amount of updation needed for it. This is the 5 role: resource, support, mentor, helping hand, and learner. These are the 5 role and very important thing before going to the any type of classes. It may be at the lower level, at the school level, or it may be a higher secondary. It may be at higher education level. Teacher must know the student before preparing the content, and he or she should know the content. So know the student, know the content, and they should know where they're going to deliver. The place is also very important. Okay. I think with this a few opening remarks, I think I'm going to my presentation. Next slide, please. I think apart from that, you'll be knowing it, communication skill, the skills required for a teacher's communication skill, listening skill, and friendly attitude. That's one of the basic, very patient, strong work ethic, organizational skills, even preparation, discipline skill, friendly teach. These are all the few things everybody will be knowing. So I don't want to look into that. I think this is the unusual slide. Okay, what we are seeing here, teachers cannot be silent. Okay, this is the first in kind. Actually, in a traditional teaching, I request all the other people, please, you can put your mic on mute, please. That's why this slide was made. I request all the participants, please put your mic on mute, please. Okay. So this is the first thing. Okay, first in kind, teacher will say nobody. Okay, nobody is permitted to disturb my class. In online digital mode, this will be the greatest drawback we have in a classroom. Okay, you can interact, you can get a lot of input from the students. You can make it more interactive. but in traditional, today is an exceptional day for all teachers. Please be silent. Okay, this is a precautionary slide. You have to make it. Otherwise, technological disturbances will be there. Next slide. And because of COVID-19, almost all teachers, okay, they learn the technology. Though we are very familiar with the traditional mode of teaching, all teachers, they're capable of developing their inner strength, and they have adopted to the technology too. Yes, everybody will agree with me. A teacher, the greatest innovator. Okay, I think you'll be knowing teachers always, even the lifespan of teachers. If you look into that, okay, even from my knowledge goes, I'm looking to my school teachers, okay, my college teachers, and the other thing. The people those who are worked as a teacher, maybe at a school level or college level, they have a lengthier life. Still 80, 90 years, 90 plus years, okay, they are living because they happily live because they have spent their time with the young children. Anyone who stops learning is old. I think this is also fundamentally, an urging concept. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. So anyone who keeps learning stays young. I think we people are, privileged because we are directly or indirectly, we are forced to learn continuously. Every semester, we are taking up a new paper, a new challenge, writing an article, writing a chapter in a book. Okay, we are also made up. Even teachers' role is even having a different thing. Earlier, teaching and evaluation alone will be a part of it. So maybe a teacher doing a teaching for 75%, 25% evaluation. Now you'll be knowing it. There are many other components. Now teaching has become 20%. That is research, it's mandatory. That has become 10%. And apart from that, consultancy work 10%. And the creating a knowledge assets, getting intellectual property rights like patent, copyrights, that may be a 10%. Likewise, lot of transformation. So again, this fundamental thing, okay, because the innovative strategy, what are we the 21st century or 25th century, or we may be going to the 30th century. One fundamental thing is okay, to teach is to learn twice. Please remember, a teacher must have a thorough input to her mind or to his mind to teach the subject in a understandable manner. Okay, again, learning never ends. So next slide, just click it. So learning is a continuous process. So most of the successful people, even I'm able to see a lot of articles written by some of the professors at the age of 65, 70. Again, teachers should guide without dictating and participate without dominating. So you should allow the people to speak. You should allow the people to enjoy your classes. That's a basic variable. You can consider. You might have seen hundreds of teachers right from your school days, but you'll not like all hundred teachers. Okay, you may be very choosy in first standard, second standard, able to recollect, okay, the powerful teaching of a particular teacher. So that's all. Out of that 100, you are able to pick very few, maybe a 5 or 6 as wonderful teachers. That people have motivated you, molded you, because what you expect they might have delivered in a better way. Next slide, sir. So that's why the basic thing you should Charingla understand. A teacher can do a wonder. Okay, like a magician. Okay, he can do wonder because the raw clay or a stone which is coming inside in the first year, you can make a beautiful sculptures when they. The critical factor is not a class size, but rather the nature of the teaching as it affects the learning. Okay, I think this is the thing you should understand because when I went to my BCom first year, there were 72 students. Still, I remember a professor, Dr. Arjunan sir, the economics professor. The way in which he had a control over the class is really, really quite interesting. The way in which he put forward, he'll divide the classes into small group and make some fun way of learning the concept of demand, supply, okay, market conditions. Still, we are able to recollect under the in the very first class. Still, I remember the way in which he has given an outline about the Indian economy within 30 minutes. That's why the critical factor is not a class size, but the strategy, what you're going to adopt it. Next slide, please. See, I request all the faculty members here, once you focus on the research, automatically, okay, that will be glut with writing some articles and the other thing. So on the other side, you can talk about the subject enrichment because what I studied during my UG, okay, it is become absolute when I came to the PG. Okay, when I went to industry, okay, what I studied is totally different. What I practiced in industry is something different. When I come for a higher education teaching, climbed up as an administrator, as a principal director. That time I came to know that important. There is something to be taught inside the classroom beyond books. Okay, beyond books and other things, we have to teach to the students. You can click it, sir. You can click it. Kindly bring a complete slide. So one thing before formulating the strategies, you must think about the importance of education. Okay, again, you take all see, you'll be knowing it, the four quotients what we have, within us. Okay, all four quotients are intellectual knowledge quotient, and we have one thing, spiritual quotient too. That spiritual quotient, all religions dominate, religious, okay, you can take it, the faith on the God, you can say. So all religious attaches great importance to knowledge and education. Okay. Again, when you talk about even specifically, there are certain things I mentioned here. When Quran began to be revealed, the first word of its first verse was Ikra. Ikra, that meaning is read. Again, again, there are many other things also. I can look into that. Next slide. Even we have a very good practice of Gurugula in Hindutva, in irrespective of the societal status, people will be sent to a common place where they'll serve to the Guru, and they'll get in reciprocally they'll get a learning from the Guru. And traditional method, what's the need for the new transformation? How the transformation has taken place? I think everybody will be knowing it. So before going for it, we must know the traditional method of teaching. I think when you talk about technology, okay, nowadays playing a major role. Okay, the world has become very small, particularly okay after the World War, the entire industry went for a automation and now artificial intelligence. Okay, all the things started dominating it. Okay, even the economy of a particular country is defined mainly because of the technology. Best example I can tell you, China, how they have how they are able to maintain the rhythm and able to compete with all leading countries, and they're able to stand first with the help of technology. Technology that's also cost-effective technology. So we must take the pre-technology education context. The teacher is a center or the resource. Whatever the thing the teacher used to teach, preach, advise, all the thing. It's like it's like the kind of face-to-face communication teacher used to make it. The education materials is the information or message. When I get a fourth standard textbook, okay, it's a happiest day of the entire year. When you get a new books and making open that book and smell it, that will give you the interesting thing that. So educational material. Okay, now we have digital and other thing, and prior to that educational material. Okay, the student is the receiver of the information. That is very simple. Center is a teacher, sender, who used to communicate with the content okay to the student will be the receiver, and the delivery medium, the way in which she or he okay furnish the information is a chalk and talk method, we used to say. Okay, even still I remember the first phase of my teaching supported with the ORED project, OHP, with the transparent sheet we used to make it, and in between we had a slides machines too, where you'll have a fixed number of slides. You cannot make any modification and other thing. Like a theater films, okay, you'll be getting the slides. Just you can click it and you can make it. So that one will be the greatest asset. Even teachers are not permitted to use such type of slide projectors and other thing very frequently. Only for a special occasion when they have a special guest and everything. Because making that slide also quite expensive. That was the era. Okay, when we were during college times, maybe during 94, 96, 99, that period is said to be, slides and overhead projector will be there. And again, teacher will play a purely a passive role, and their concentration fats on the 15 to 20 minutes, because you cannot have a control over you cannot continuously speak. You should allow other people also to speak. Again, that's a biggest challenge. That's why the humor sense teachers still we remember, the teacher who have some games while teaching, the teacher who able to make a small group and give us some task, okay, and identifying the inner strength of the people. Some people will create a platform to exhibit the inner talents of people. Okay, even still I remember my school days, 10th standard, almost all mathematical formulas and other things are hanged over entire classroom. Entire classroom is decorated with the help of scientific diagrams and other thing. So we are able to recollect that type of teachers because that people are exceptional teachers. Those have made an innovation even during the pre-technology education context. Next slide, sir. I think I think this is the thing underlining thing we must because so right now I'm 45, so I'm able to see the transformation. My teachers chalk and talk during my school days and going for a new technology like OHP and slides during my college PG time and the PPT and other thing during my PG. UG time we had a slide projector and other thing OHP. And during a PG time, a computer started, looking to that. Okay, even a lot of computer courses are introduced during that time. So that time MCA courses has come. So that space, very limited thing. The computer won't the faculty alone they're able to do that. Even colleges, they had a very limited stock of computers, maybe 5 for the entire colleges. Later, MCA and other courses are introduced. Computer has become the dominant element for it. And limitation teaching is a classroom using chalk and talk is a one-way flow, as you know. And teachers often continuously talk for an hour without knowing students' response. Again, it will be very difficult. Say, for example, if you teach any accounts, final accounts, teacher also forced to complete that particular problem within the limited period of time. So he or she has to rush through that and completing, starting from trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. So I think that a lot of challenges are also there. The material presented is only based on lecture notes and textbook. Yes, we used to take lectures and other thing. You'll not have some other thing to show. Maybe a newspaper cutting, maybe a journal article that time. Okay, Business India and other thing. There is insufficient interaction with the students in the classroom because you have limited number of hours. You have to complete all those things, and more emphasis has given on the theory without any practical and real time situation. I think everybody will accept it. Okay, even all experimental thing only it is vested with the scientific stream, science streams. Later the physics lab, chemistry lab, they used to do some experimental thing. But all the other things, okay, what we are saying it nowadays, what we are doing it, the real time projects and other thing, it's impossible earlier. Learning from memorizing it, but not understanding. Students are focused only on marks and other thing. Next slide, please. See, I think when you focus on the memorizing thing and that the people, even if you look into the toppers, even the statistics now, it's alarming. And the people, those who scored highest marks in mathematics in higher secondary, they were not in a position to clear, those who joined for engineering, they were not in a position to clear their first semester mathematics, engineering mathematics. So there was the status, we are able to see with that. The first foreign ambassador, Confucius, who visited India, he has made a lot of remarkable thing in that. But I love this particular one, the innovative methods of teaching. This is the basic urge he has created with it. When I hear, I forget. When I hear, I forget. When I see, I believe. When I do, I understand. We are talking about the plenty of new innovative teaching methods, maybe a hands-on training we are talking about. Okay, then we are talking about the real-time problem solving techniques and project-based, all the thing, problem-based learning, project-based, everything lies in the third slide. Third line, what you're saying, when I do, I understand. So these are the three powerful lines every teacher must have. When I hear, I forget. When I hear, when I hear, forget. When I see, I believe. When I see, okay, I believe. When I do, I understand. I think this is the basic thing that has urged that this will define the role of preparedness of a teacher. Next slide, sir. I think innovative methods. We may think that okay, it might have emerged 20 years. No, teachers had a different approach in that. Even when I was doing my school days, we had one hand work that's a separate hour where they used to teach the carpentry, gardening, and other thing. Next slide, sir. So they used to teach all the carpentry work and other thing. Now we are in the era of technology supported thing. We used to say multimedia learning process, where we used to give importance for many things. Earlier, as I already told you, teacher will talk and talk. We used to say. Now, okay, you can show pictures. A picture can explain thousands of words. A single picture can explain thousands of words. And audio, you can do that. Audio, I can give you a simple example. I request all the people, those who are in this session, you must visit a particular academy. Okay, Khan Academy. Okay, this is a free um, online educating portal. Khan Academy, KHAN Academy, Khan Academy. Okay, he's an Indian. When he searched for some important videos, so when he had an access that time, they asked for money for a download, maybe a $10, $20. Then he had an idea. Okay, everybody will be searching like me. Okay, let me go for one portal where let me have all diversified topics. Okay, where people can have easy access. So that was his dream. So he completed the task. Now Khan Academy. Okay, you can go there. Even from 1+1, it's starting mathematics. When advanced engineering mathematics, starting from 1+1. Okay, it'll be a tutorial kind of thing. Okay, display will be there, pictorial thing will be there, whatever thing we're seeing it, audio, then still pictures, animation, motion picture, text, video, and everything which will be coming. That's a best example I can give you. Khan Academy, you can go for aeronautical engineering if you want to know something about biochemistry, or if you want to know anything about molecular remodeling, if you want to know anything about the taxation system, if you want to know something about the project management, foreign direct, all topics are available. You can take lot of input. You can ask the students to make a visit into that. So multimedia learning, okay, that has created plenty of thing in that. Okay, you can share the resources. Earlier, it's very difficult. Okay, if I'm getting a one professor from IIM, okay, it's very difficult. He has to come down to the institution. They'll have a lot of reservations and everything. Okay, nowadays, okay, I can easily download the lecture of a particular professor. I can give it to my students, let them enjoy. I can refer thousands of videos to them. I can share a lot of links to them. Okay, let them learn from the experts. Next slide. And one thing we must look into that the topmost universities in the world. Okay, they are very much supported with multimedia, but Indian institutions are almost a decade delayed in adapting to the technology. But if you look into the top 100 institutions in the world, okay, they are known for the technology friendly environment, not only inside the campus but also the entire world. And if you look into that, the traditional and multimedia learning, the traditional method one way, as I already told you, you will not find the colorful thing in that. Whereas the multimedia, which will be having yet another role, okay, in between teacher and the student, multimedia also plays a major role. So I think this component is making a synergy. It gives a lot of energy to the teachers. It's giving a lot of learning opportunity for the student. Next slide, please. So a lot of opportunities are given to the students. Again, this is something, okay, we must look into that, because before going for any kind of strategies, what you are adopting it. So that time, mind map for scalar quantity, that's also required for it. You must be in a position to create something, okay, which will create an urge and which will develop their basic concept into the application oriented thing. So this is something you have to do, that even the concept, the way in which you teach, okay, the scalar quantity, speed, okay, it's related to vehicle, time is related to clock, and volume. Likewise, you must be in a position to do certain specific thing in that. So I think the modern method of the first kind of thing, the pictorial impact, what you're going to give it, that will give a lot of energy to the students. They'll easily recollect the thing. They're able to get the best out of it. Next slide, please. I think these are all the, we used to say the content development. Content development, when you talk about the content development, okay, teacher must put the stuff. Even one thing, okay, clearly mentioned, teachers should read twice before going to the class. Okay, again, one side, whatever the technology we're going to use it, again, the sense of humor, that's also required. Sense of humor also required for a teacher. Laughter is a natural and universal phenomenon with a beneficial effect, both physical and physical, because you are going to engage the student for a very longer period of time. If you teach a course, okay, it may be prolonged for 3 to 4 months. You're going to deal with the same set of students for almost 3 to 4 months, maybe for 45 to 60 hours. So how are we going to engage them? So there is a need for sense of humor required. So it will create a cordial relationship. And again, ability to relax people, and you will also enjoy, because when you move with a young crowd, lot of challenges are there, lot of disturbances will be there, constraints and other thing will be there. On the other hand, you must be in a position to adapt to their changes. Likewise, let them also adapt to the changes what is happening place in that. Again, you can use cartoons. Cartoons are powerful. Even in my teaching, even for teaching accounts, I used to go for a lot of cartoons. I'll give a very simple example. Say, for example, I hope some of the teachers are from management and commerce too. When you talk about issue of shares, it's very simple thing. Issue of shares. So if I'm teaching them the journal entries and other thing, it'll be very difficult to convince them. Okay, very simple. Okay, we'll mention the three people are going to take water. So they have a pot in their hand. So they are going to the pipe. They are standing in a queue. The first one, the part, okay, we'll return something on that application. Okay, application part. The second person having a first call, and the last person is having a final call part. Say application, allotment, and first and final call. So three parts are there. So you are pouring a water. Just you are opening the tap and pouring a water. The water is called as cash at bank. So first part is filled in. So what do you do? After taking the water, you will pour into the tank, big tank. தண்ணி தொட்டியில போய் என்ன செய்வோம், அதை சாய்ச்சிடுவோம். There will be a share capital. So it's a very simple way. When you pour water, cash or bank is filled within the application. So cash account data or bank account data to share application account. So again, the application is emptied. So share application account data to share capital. Where you are pouring the water, share capital. That's a tank. And the second one, bank account data to share allotment account. So share allotment account data to share capital account. Likewise, this is the way. So we have developed a cartoons where they can easily understand, and we must be in a position to give simple example for it. Even the inventory, we used to teach them ABC. So how they'll recollect the thing? You have to create an illusionary atmosphere to them. Say for example, you take a hotel, a medium size hotel, okay, where owner will be sitting. Just in front of that, lemon will be put inside the glass water, and you'll find Horlicks, Boost, and that will be in a row. And நீங்க கொஞ்சம் தூரமா பாத்தீங்கன்னா என்ன இருக்கும், ஸ்வீட்ஸோட ரேக்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸ்வீட்ஸ் ரேக்ஸ் will be there. Okay, and kitchen will be on the back side of the hotel. Okay, yeah, why they are keeping Horlicks, Boost, and other thing here? Because the owner cannot keep it in the kitchen, because otherwise all the people will take directly. So Horlicks, everybody will not take it. Maybe 100 customers, 5 may be asking for Horlicks. So slow in movement, high in cost first, the Horlicks and other thing, high in cost, slow movement, and at the same time a greater degree of supervised is required. So that type of commodities are categorized as A. And look into the sweet rack, just the eyesight of owner. So you can find a sweet rack there, where it will be a moderate in value, moderate in movement, and moderate supervisory is there. அதனால கண் பார்வையில் வச்சிருக்கார். Then you look into the kitchen, where they used to make idlis and other thing. Every time the owner will not go there and watch it, count it, and everything. So they're less in value, more in movement, less supervisories or nil supervisories required. So this is the way you have to teach them concepts and everything. What are maybe the innovative practices you are going to do that? But A, B, C, okay. Even talk about X interest, cum interest. நீங்க ஒரு மாடு வாங்குறீங்க, buying a cow, வாங்கும்போது என்ன செய்றீங்க, ஒரு கால் ஃபோர்டு, ஒரு கண்குட்டியோட வாங்குறீங்க, கண்குட்டி இல்ல மாடு மட்டும் வாங்குறீங்க. That's a concept of X interest, cum interest, and other thing. This is the way a teacher must do that. And as I already told you, okay, teacher must start the class not directly with the concept and everything. Appreciate them, what are the good work they have done, and maybe a person who has completed the homework after 5 reminders, appreciate them and the other thing. I think motivating the rhythm also is very important. Next slide, please. So I think these are all the small segments, the strategies we must adopt in that. Okay, again, you can click it again, sir. See again, the earlier the words to words, okay, words approach, when a concept approach and associated meaning, and this all thing, increase the word power. You must be in a position to develop your vocabulary. Okay, all other things. Okay, even still I remember carrying big size books, accounts, volume 1, 2, and income tax book during our BCom, statistics. Okay, then all books, we used to buy and we used to do with that. Every page we used to read word by word. And later you look at the other scenarios, okay, role playing and scenario analysis based teaching. So we used to say the case method of teaching, which is very popular. Even the very first class, they used to start with the role playing. That is a quite interesting why IIMs and other things are able to score over, because very first class they'll not go for any brief introduction and other thing. They'll go for making a role play, making a small group, giving them roles and responsibility, and how we're going to do that. Even still, I remember the first role play that was given to us. Two employees are working. Okay, so you have to assume you as a chief executive officer, one of the topmost person of the company. Okay, two people are working. Kumar and Siva both are working for 20 long years. You want to elevate one person. Okay, you're given a salary hike and everything equally for both the people, Siva and Kumar, and one person you're given a vice president role. So you have elevated one person with all perks and other thing remain same for both the people. So Siva was eliminated. Next day morning, Kumar is coming. He's giving his resignation. What will you do? So two people are working sincerely, all salary and everything you are given equally, but one person you are given elevation, promotion you are given. Next person, okay, Kumar is dissatisfied and he has given a paper. So what you do with that? So likewise, okay, they'll be giving a small role play. We have to play it and we have to exhibit in that. So role playing and practical approach. Yes, nowadays people are saying it. Okay, start the research from the problem. Now all consultancy work, even COVID-19, we have done a few consultancy work where the practical problems are given to us. So we have to make a thing in that. Say for example, Coimbatore small scale industries are struggling. Teachers, you have a greater scope of consultancy. That's also one of the strategy you have to adopt it in the 21st century. Okay, earlier such strategies were not possible. Uh, nowadays, uh, nowadays such kind of things are also. I request
Experiences.
all the participants, please put your mic on mute, please. There are some disturbances, please. See, nowadays, even Coimbatore, you can approach small scale industry. They have a lot of practical issues and problems where you can do a consultancy work. That's also one kind of strategy you can adapt to that. Once going closer to the industry, it will strengthen your industry interaction strength, and you can have a connectivity with them. Even for a project, you can easily approach the people. You can invite them as a guest and everything. There are many things available. When you do a consultancy work, okay, right now we are going for a one consultancy, where they were not in a position to control over the cost. Now, cost reduction is the biggest issue for them. Now, what they decided, okay, they have 9 components for manufacturing a particular product. All 9 components are manufactured by them. Then, when it was assigned to us, we were not in a position to go for a competitive bidding because our cost of production is high. Then we identify 3 components are more expensive in manufacturing because they have a lot of manpower and other thing. But the same 3 component, if they buy it in the open market and put it in their product, that be a cost effective, make or buy decision. So what we suggested, you don't make the product, buy it in the open market, okay, give the specification what you needed and outsource it and collect the output from them, assemble it and sell it in that cost. Because of that, they're able to reduce 21% of their manufacturing cost. Likewise, the consultancy is also one of the strategies required for a 21st century. And theory supplemented by practical, say for example, market research or how to do a business is a very simple thing. People will say, even my first task in IIM Ahmedabad is very simple. Okay, because we are the people from South, we don't know Hindi, we are not well versed in Hindi, though we studied as one of the language paper during my BCom. It's very difficult to have a conversation with them. The very first thing, Professor Dixit, I think everybody will be knowing it, one of the world-class teacher in management studies. Professor Dixit was there. He took his purse and gave 200 rupees for every person, particularly people those who are unaware, those who are not familiar with the Hindi. He has given 200 rupees. And first he given an introductory thing that what is business is for a profit and everything he conveyed. 10 minutes. He gave 200 rupees and he said, you have to make it as a 400 rupees. Okay, you have to give the 200 rupees and enjoy the 200 rupees profit, do it. So that was a task given to us. அது முடிச்சக்கு அப்புறம் you class வாங்க. Okay, after completing the task, you come to the class. Then we went there. It was very tough, going and meeting them, buying something and selling it. It's not easy. Then finally he said the next day morning, okay, he allowed us to speak. What are the interesting thing you came to know that? Then we simply convey the message to him, sir, doing business is not easy. Doing business may be looking like very easy, but earning profit is very tough. And earning profit may be looking very easy, but earning desired level of profit is the toughest one. So these are the things you can teach with the help of these type of strategies, which help almost because 21st century, it's everything on the gadgets, everything on your hands. You can Google will be the second brain for you. Next slide. So you can get all those things from the Google. Students will aware. If you say earlier, my teacher used to read the syllabus for 1 hour, what are the content and everything. Now students are saying it, I have downloaded from a website. And innovations, now again, your strategy should be clubbed with these type of innovations, because you cannot separately formulate the strategies, because nowadays the teaching strategies are now the interconnected with some of the very important devices. Internet ready phones, yes, okay, nowadays we are having a separate connectivity for internet. Maybe after within a year or two, okay, all phones may be supported the internet connectivity, and handheld computers. Okay, lot of, even we are talking about all the thing. Okay, handheld computers. Okay, it's an again new invention. Okay, which is recently the Philippines government has given for the people. And digital cameras, even the computers are given by Tamil Nadu government to the children. And digital cameras, that's also one of the upcoming segment, where MP3 players, laptops, e-learning devices, even recently a lot of things are, if you write anything on your pad, is a given pad, it will be converted as a text. If you speak anything to the device, okay, which will convert that one into the sentence formation. It will create a paragraph. If you speak for 5 minutes, it will make a content. Likewise, so there are a lot of innovations that are taking place. I think the innovations which are coming up, the teachers should know about such type of innovations, because while you are formulating a strategy, okay, there should be a portion of the electronic gadgets also part of it. Next slide, please. See here, because lot of things are there. Even look into the sources. Plenty of sources are available. Okay. Again, the very simple methodology of any kind of strategy, what you are going to formulate for 21st century. Okay, one, clarity is the key. Clarity is the key. You should not confuse the students. That's a very, very important one. Sometime what will happen? Okay, maybe starting, it's like search in the Google. I may go and type it. Say, for example, intellectual property rights. I may be going take diversion, take diversion, take diversion, take diversion. I may interested to know something about copyrights. But when I search for intellectual property rights, it will go take that, take diversion, 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 diversion. Finally, I may to spend 45 minutes or 1 hour without knowing anything about the copyrights. Because this is the biggest challenge which is available in the digital medium. I may be searching for something that one small information may be coming. Rajini is starting a new party, so I may be jumping to look into that. Then I may be going to the Big Boss. Okay, I may be going to the some other sports events and other thing. I may interested to know about Natarajan bowling. Okay, I may be interested to know what happened to Virat Kohli wife delivery. So all those things are available. So I think the filtering is very much needed. So the first thing, every teacher must have a goal. Clarity is the key. Clarity is the key. So there are two things you must have it in very clear. One is about the courses, another one about the students' need. Because a teacher cannot simply go for a strategy without understanding the crowd. That's why the first thing I have mentioned, my teacher has mentioned when I was going for MPhil, first class, he has mentioned, know the student, and know the content, These are the two basic variable, because I used to insist on that. Some of the people, they are coming for interview as a finance faculty. If they ask a very simple question to them, why balance sheet is getting tallied, they may not be in a position to give the answer for it. They'll say finance faculty. So likewise, you can say when you talk about the marketing faculty, when I ask some very simple question to them, okay, what should be the duration of introduction stage in the product life cycle? They were not in a position to answer for it. So what kind of strategy the company should adopt at the stage of growth stage and other thing. So they were not in a position to. So something the clarity is needed for the teacher. That's why the student should enjoy. When they'll enjoy, when the faculty is having a greater strength of the delivery. One common difficulties. One common difficulty is what we face, teachers. It's kind of the biggest issue even now during COVID-19, coming to the college, the work-life balance. Work-life balance. If you look into the teachers, those are most successful teachers. They are able to have an excellent balance between the work and life. Being a teacher, please don't carry the big size books and everything, spending a lot of time at the cost of your family time, and don't take your family problems, issues, and our family work and other thing. okay, to a college, okay, you must be in a position to make a one big line, okay, where you are going to enjoy your biggest thing in that work-life balance. That's also not the key variable which will decide your teaching strategies. When you say, for example, you take Vanita ma'am, Vanita ma'am, when she is coming inside the Karpaham, that I say, this is the college constructed for me to serve as a director here. That type of thing will create a lot of loyalty, attachment, and other thing. What she is doing it really great. This is mainly because of that attachment with the institution. So you will create loyalty and everything. So automatically, when children are coming, you will have the feel that okay, they are the people given an opportunity to create them as a brand ambassador. So that's a thing. Okay, and even when I come for my teaching for the first time, when I come to the teaching for the first time, okay, I went to my grandfather to get a blessing because I directly came from industry. I worked for Cipla Pharmaceutical for a period of 5 years. So that time I went there to meet my grandfather. Okay, he served as a teacher, school teacher, later elevated as the headmaster and retired from the service. That time he has given a one simple message to that. I'm happy we're sacrificing our salary and other thing from the corporate we are coming to teaching. Okay, I'll give you I'll give a simple thing to you. While you're going to 60 members, okay, you're going to 60 students. You don't have that type of mentality. But when you go and teach inside the classroom for a 60 students, you're going to elevate 60 family members, 60 families. So one person, if you're able to give him a proper education, once you are able to create a disciplined life, okay, during the college days, and if they are able to follow the same thing, when they come up in their life, automatically their family also come up. So once you are going to the class, you're not teaching for 60 students, you're going to elevate, you're going to transform 60 families' economic conditions too. That was the powerful thing. Still, I remember I used to share wherever I go. This is a thing I want to do that. And courses, as you know, industry requirements. Even MBA, one is the syllabus is there. Apart from syllabus, there are 50%. Even you take a person interested to become a finance guy, okay, he should go for a certain certification courses offered by SEBI and other competent authority. Even marketing, you must know the digital marketing platforms, how to utilize the social medias and other thing for and search engine optimization, all the thing. When computer literacy, it's a very common variable for both teachers as well as another thing. And evaluation and assessment, and plus on-the-job training, that's also needed. And that's why nowadays all the people are giving a project-based learning for their students and other thing. And once you are able to club this together, you can formulate an innovative method. Next slide, please. So innovative methods, it's not in the hands of others. It's not a big size, technology-oriented toy created by somebody else given to you. No, you are going to coin a strategy based on your students' requirement, based on your strength and the other thing. And teacher, as you know, the greatest innovator. We are taking next slide, sir. Next slide, you can go. Go to the next slide, please. So I think the innovation is the part. Innovation, creativity, and the subject content. Okay, as I already told you, you must know the environment and you must know the learning styles of students too. So I cannot go for in a single day. I cannot assess the thing. That again, okay. Again, this is the cartoon which will tell you the thing. Most of the thing nowadays in the modern era of teaching, parents are compelled to read and do that. Okay, parents are having a better understanding about the syllabus, better understanding about the test mode and other thing. Now even you can see a lot of memes are coming. Okay, the students are simply sleeping, eating, sleeping, watching TV and other thing. Parents are put their headphone and attending the classes of their watch and other thing. Next slide, sir. So that's a common, again, the challenge what we have in technological innovation. I think your strategy must consider this type of thing also. How we're going to check with that. I think, and other thing, we cannot ignore the technology also. I think this is for the teachers, even some of the teachers, when we go for a faculty development program and other, some of the teachers used to argue with me, argue with that. Okay, chalk and talk is the best, chalk and talk is the best. Agreed, 100% agree with you, a statement. And chalk and talk, now you look into the students' mentality, okay, their students' expectations and the other thing. This is a kind of thing we cannot do the full work. My humble request for the teachers, yes, technology, one side, yes, it's creating a lot of drawback. At the minimum technology, what you were saying, get the content development, search, learn for learning, you can use the technology as one of the powerful tool, and content development and delivery, in the medium of delivery, you can utilize it. So kindly accept the technological changes, because we cannot go for the same chalk and talk. Now there's a bigger challenge. We had COVID-19. We cannot go for chalk and talk. Though you are going for a chalk and talk, you need a video devices, you need the internet connectivity, you should know how to operate under the thing. I think the teachers must know the 21st century bigger challenge is adapting to the technology, learning them and practicing them. If any practice, suppose anything goes now wrong, the PPT presentation, everything, okay, both end must be in a position to understand. They must be in a position to set right the thing within a minute. So that's also needed. Next slide, please. So I think teachers, you cannot. Again, this is something really needed for teachers to formulate your teaching strategies. As I already told you, the content knowledge we have already discussed, and creative know-how. This is the thing where most of the teachers will lack in that skills and ability to analyze the complex problem and construct solutions in real life situations. That's why case method of teaching, everybody is practicing it. Almost all leading business schools in the world, they have case method of teaching. That is to create know-how and habit of such as behaviors and practice that enable the student to own their learning and cultivate a personal effectiveness and wayfinding abilities. This is also something, you should put the students in that real-time situation, what they're going to be after 5 years, what they're going to be after 10 years, 15 years. Wayfinding abilities, goal setting, aiming them big, all those things are part and parcel of the competency of a teachers. So if you want to be very strong in your teaching strategies, you must have the competencies too. The competencies are just like a supportive pillars, okay, which will be enabling you to implement all kind of strategies. Without competencies, it will be very difficult to implement your strategies. Next slide, please. So the content development is the base for it. I think the multiple intelligence and I think the potential application in education, coaching, and workplace. This is a theory, but it's having a more relevant for all teachers here. That's why I have taken this particular slide. Okay, everybody must know it, because we may think that teaching simply refer the book and go and teach. No. So again, there are a lot of things. The 9 intelligence which is required for a teachers. Okay. See, there are many things. I thought of going for very few things due to past chapter. One or interpersonal intelligence. I should know the crowd. Okay, very simple. Okay, as a teacher, if I am entering to the class of 60, I must create an environment where all 60 first they must accept me as a teacher. Likewise, okay, it's reciprocally. Okay, I must do the same kind of thing. Interpersonal skill. How you recognize them, how they recognize you, how you give an importance for their emotions, feelings. Okay, all the thing will create a basic urge to develop an excellent interpersonal skill. So how you get the acceptance, that's very, very important. So for likewise, even we used to say the bodily kinesthetic intelligence, ability to control one body movements and to handle subjects skillfully. Even some people will be behaving something, the body language will be totally thing, the mannerism will be something different. Students will be making a negative impact under the thing. And there are other Cheningla intelligence also I have mentioned here. Okay, next slide, please. And again, the verbal and the linguistic intelligence, that's also required for it. Next slide, sir. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing which will give you the multiple intelligence. So teacher must have the multiple intelligence, because that will support you the teaching strategy as a whole. Okay, one people smart, word smart, logic smart. There are many things. Self smart, picture smart, music smart. Next slide, sir. Next slide. Yeah, I think this is now students are having one kind of taste and preferences, one kind of taste and preference, where they recognize the teacher who is taking an admin route, taking them to the different thing. One teacher came to the class. Okay, still I remember my PG first year. One teacher came, Dr. Nadeshan came. He said, "I'm not going to teach anything for 2 days." So we are so happy. We have clapped and everything. Okay. Then he took us to the other places. Okay, college canteen. He kept 2 people there. What is happening? How much collection they are making it? All those things. And he took us to the another place, college office. okay, where a person doing a bank work, where two people are thing. Likewise, he has given in hostel inventory sections and other thing where they used to keep all groceries, vegetables, and other thing. That was the work he has given. 2 days we never went to the class during that particular SAR class. That's a financial management class. So we went there. We spent 2 days time there. We came know how the inventory is kept, how they are purchasing and everything. Okay, we came know that. So he started on the third day. He started the class. Okay, financial management. So likewise, this is an admin note. So take a diversity. Don't follow the same thing. Sometimes what will you do? We'll take the content. Okay, everything is freely available. If I go and put marketing that PPT, I'll get plenty of things. Though you are getting it from ready-made sources, what you're going to add for it. So that's a value addition that's also required for it. Next slide. So I think this picture will tell you the entire story. I think this is again biggest thing which is supporting you in 21st century. Okay, learning, I mean, outcome-based learning. That's also on the much more needed for it. Next slide. Yeah, there are many benefits because one thing I want to look into that. I want to look into the benefit of educators. Okay, one, you'll have a learning outcomes. So everything you want to have it as a focused one, and you'll have best assessment technique too, and you can easily measure the standard with the results what you are obtained for it. And in standard casting, we used to say first fix a standard and compare. That's also here. It's possible there. Next slide, sir. So I think the outcome-based education, this again, you must know the thorough knowledge in that. Okay, there are other things also, the learning pyramid and other thing. I think this picture will tell you the role of a teacher and how you should be. Okay, so this is something something quite interesting. Thinking pedagogy. Okay, information management. Yes, you must be in a position to have all documentation, NAC, NBA, all other basic records, your course file and other thing. Information management, even how to keep your desktop, okay, in order, and learning environment, how we're going to create with it, and creating creative and publishing it, okay, how we're getting our knowledge assets in the form of journals and other thing, web access, building a new paradigm, that's also very much needed for it, and skill set for 21st century, that's also needed. You must be in a position to know, okay, what to unlearn. So I think these are the few things, okay, which will give you, and return home on time. Coming to the time management, also very simple thing there. So that's why the return home is nothing but okay. Again, you'll be doing all those things again, coming back to the neutral. That's one side, but you must be in a position to remembering the maintaining the work-life balance too. Next slide, please. So how many minutes left over?
Sir, you could continue, sir. No issues, sir.
Okay.
So go for another 20 minutes, sir. No
okay,
problem.
thank you, sir. Thank you. One, the learning hurdles, particularly for newcomers, those who are very fresh to the education. My humble request for it. First, when you talk about your domain, read as much as possible. Simply feed your brain. Brain is a wonderful thing. Okay, we have when people used to say heart and mind. Okay, you must have the fruitful coordination of both the things. But I'm telling you a very simple, humble advice to you. If you want to become a teacher, if you want to teach, if you want to become a trainer, feed as much as possible to your brain. Read in a domain-specific thing related to that. Domain-specific. When I approach my guide for a PhD, that time he asked me in which topic you want to do it. I want to do it in pharmaceutical industry, since I have 5 years of experience. So he simply said, I don't know anything about pharmaceutical industry. Give me a time for a year. So he asked for 1 year. See, he started reading all the articles and everything. And meanwhile, he has given instruction, you must come with at least 3 publications in pharmaceutical industry. So my guide took 1 year to know something about the pharmaceutical industry. Meanwhile, he has given some instruction to me, okay, to make 3 publications. So at the end of the year, my guide is ready to support me in guidance. Okay, I'm also equipped 3 publications. So learning, you don't take learning as a hurdle. Though you consider as a hurdle, you must know how to overcome it. For that, the activity-based learning will help you in think that. Even you must have a clear idea about what is activity-based learning, even outcome, all the things you must look into that, because a teacher cannot be ignored. A teacher cannot be appreciated only for effective teaching alone. As I already told you, teaching may be a 20%. There are 80% other works are there. Even documentation. Any faculty good in documentation, okay, they are the real assets for the institution nowadays. So documentation is needed. Any faculty who is having a very good rapport with the alumni and they're creating a lot of activities for alumni centric and industry institute interaction, a faculty who is having a rich experience in handling the industry, all those things. So they're going to be a greatest strategies of 21st century. So a good documenter, okay, everything, okay, it's based on the way in which you put your self forward. Next slide. So I think this is a basic thing because you cannot ignore when you talk about educational teaching strategy. You cannot ignore the. I think the cone of learning. I think everybody will be looking to that. Okay, the first one, reading. Yes, hearing words, seeing, watching a movie, looking on an exhibit, and other thing, participating in a discussion, doing a dramatic presentation, and other thing. I think this is self-explanatory. Okay, you'll be knowing it. Okay, the same thing I want to fix it here with the Confucius statement. I see and I forget. I hear and I remember. I do and I understand. Next slide, please. So this is all the thing. Okay, everybody will be knowing it. Yeah, the another one which you can look into the project-based learning. Okay, project-based learning. I think Bloom's taxonomy also. Okay, that's also having a certain basic objective in that. If you look into the Bloom's thinking skill, okay, it's remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Even for a question paper setting, it'll be following the Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, look into that. One side we are talking about the Bloom's thinking skill, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. On the other side, when you look into the real world abilities, okay, not authentic, simple authentic, simulated authentic, okay, bounded authentic, complex authentic. These are all the thing which will create the base for the which will increase the sense of student experiences. When you give a students a project, okay, it can be clubbed with many things. One is it may be based on the transmission based learning or a simple work or situated learning. A very simple thing. You take your pool of students, 10 students, 15 students, give them 100 rupees. Okay, ask them to take them to Ulava Sandai, local market. Let them bargain. Just check who is buying. Ask them, give them instruction. They have to buy tomato, onion. It's impossible. You cannot get it for 100 rupees nowadays. So you give them 4 or 5 vegetables. Okay, give a fix a minimum quantity of it. You should get this much amount of quantity. Enter them. Okay, enter them in the Ulava Sandai. Give them 45 minutes, 1 hour time. So let them have a buying experience, bargaining experience. Let them come out with that. So that's a situational learning. So that will give them plenty of thing into that. Even activity-based learning, okay, that's also giving plenty. You give a simple activity, even if you ask a student to prepare a poster for a product life cycle or a market segmentation or anything related to training. Okay, if you ask them to make one poster, let them focus on that. That give a lot of things. That project-based learning. So while you are planning strategies for a particular particular paper, particular subject, so you can plan for things. Say what you are doing at the traditional way of teaching. Maybe it may be a slide-based or a chalk and talk. That one you can have it for 30 to 30%, and 20% you leave it for zero learning. So let the students come out with their innovative idea related to that particular topic. So you reserve certain percent, 20% for zero learning. Zero learning, okay, let them start from the scratch, let them share. Teachers should stimulate them, the 20%, reminding them you can plan for a project-based, problem-based, 10%, 10%, 10%. So while you are defining the basic objective of your first unit itself, you plan for one activity-based learning or a project-based learning for each unit. So first unit may be support of the project-based, second one may be a a problem-based, third one may be like a small, situational learning, and the third thing, role play or something like that you can give. Likewise, you can create an interest. Next slide. This strategy will support the teacher to go very close to that. And again, whole game learning approach now, I think you'll be knowing it, the gaming, even we have developed 65 different games in our Spectrum Skillyard for a corporate employees where they'll find it very difficult. Even when you make a small team, maybe that person may be having a 10 years of experience, 20 years of experience. When it is coming to the time management, when it's coming to the communication with other members, when you give a toughest task, them time bounded, within 3 minutes they have to complete that particular task. They should come with the results. Automatically they'll struggle because poor time management will be there. The time the ego will come in their front monitor. It will be distracting it, and the performance they have to do it. They should understand interpersonal skill. They should work together as a team. Then only they'll get synergy. They'll get the results and everything. So the playing a game, that's also again strategy. Okay, you can do that. Don't repeat the monotonous thing. Last year, whatever the game you conducted, you don't conduct. Second year, you might have conducted a certain game. Don't repeat the same thing. Okay, it may create a monotonous thing. Game நடத்துவாங்க. Okay, they will have. It try to do something innovatively and you make a video, play it back, and show to the students and ask them to speak more about their strategy, more about that. So it's simply conducting game will not give you the yield. Okay, make a video and play it again and again. Okay, let the students come out with the output. Let them speak about that particular task. What kind of mistake they made it. All those things you have to make it. Next slide, please. Yeah, I think the most expected slide is now here. Let me have the question answer session. If anybody is interested to ask any question, kindly feel free. My sincere thanks to Director Madam Vanitha Ma'am for giving a wonderful opportunity to connect with the people in this day, special day. I think the wonderful work by the entire team. I have seen the invitation, the way in which it was designed. It shows the meticulous planning and implementation, the great pool of speakers from diversified segments. I think you made me as a you have made us all the speakers as a proud thing connecting with Karpaham Engineering. Thank you. I'm ready to answer for any queries from the audience, please.
Dear sir,
Sir.
Apart from technical glitch and some disturbances, you have delivered a wonderful ideas of how the teaching has emerged from the conventional method to innovational technological method. We are so happy to have you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And let us open the session for discussion for a couple of minutes. Dear participants, I request you all to discuss with our guest.
I think everybody will agree with me. The teacher, those who are able to ask good questions, they're also graded as good teachers. So good teachers will ask more questions.
So let me start with my question now. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Hear me,
Please.
sir? This is Dr. M. Sriram, Faculty Management Studies, Karpaham College of Engineering. Sir, as we speak about technology and teaching, whatever we use now, do you call it an invention or innovation? Because people do have this confusion. If you take a ballpoint pen, we cannot tell that it is a new thing because somebody has made a stick and scribbled in a stone, which was emerged according to the situation and it became even a virtual pen, we call it. So do you call the development or growth of technology as invention or innovation?
One fundamental thing we must look into that. Nowadays we are open for the online teaching. We take it. The teaching aids we are using it, and educational software we are using it. And apart from that, we are using a social networking. Even right now, we are using Microsoft. We are using it. So one thing, they're all emerging technologies. What we used to call as an innovations. But the way in which you utilize that one to get your desired level of outcome, maybe with your students' satisfactory level, or maybe the delivery points. There are two notable things you have to look into. That one, technology propels the innovation. I think that's my humble opinion here, because technology propels your innovation. So I think there is a close association. I cannot say both the things are having a similar thing, but you can utilize such type of technology for your innovation. That's my humble one. That, say for example, if you want to boost your thinking level, or you want to experiment something with that time technology will accelerate your innovative process. So technology will innovate your, it will accelerate your innovative process. And one thing you should look into that. One thing we must look into very clearly that there is a limit for everything. Okay, we may have a custom learning experiences earlier, and now cloud computing is available. Even there are many things like that speech to text options and virtual and augmented learning. There are many things. Even so, such kind of things are also emerging. But teacher must know, you cannot say 100% you cannot depend on technology in your teaching. So there is a limit. Say, for example, for a sophistication or add value or to make an innovation, you can make use of the technology. So technology is not going to replace you, the entire innovation. Technology will be a supplement or a tool to stimulate or to go for innovations in teaching. One simple thing I can tell you, even now, the smartphones. You just compare with the communication device what you're using it. Okay, smartphones. Earlier we had ordinary phones. When even for STD call you would wait for 2 hours till that. I think some people are involving in the process of innovation. Sorry, in the process of going for upgrading the technology. But we people, we must be in a position to utilize it for some other purposes. So I hope I have given a thing in that. I think technology accelerate your innovations. My answer for you, sir.
You have given a very elaborate explanation, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. We could ask other participants if they do have any point to discuss with you, sir. Dear participants, feel free to discuss with our guest.
One strategy is just for lighter part. Just I want to share it. Even my teacher, my PhD guy, Dr. Madasamy. Whenever I am a student of him in BComs. When he teaches income tax, that time he'll say, first, most of the people, faculty will take the attendance while they're entering to the class. He'll not take the attendance first. He'll be taking the attendance at the end of the class. That time, at the time of starting the class, every class he'll say, the person those are asking question, for them alone, I'll give attendance. Just imagine, this is a kind of strategy adopted by him. Compulsorily we will be participating in. Even, sir, at least you have to say, sir, doubt you have to ask anything. So his objective is to make all 60 people inside the classroom to speak. I think I request all the faculty, those who are in online or online allied offline, I request them, please make your students to ask more questions. Okay. That will be the simple thing. It will make you more comfortable in that, provided if you are having a stuff in the subject. Okay, I think it's a good effort by the entire team, Karpam Engineering. Once again, I thank the organizers and the captain of this, Vanitha ma'am, for giving a wonderful opportunity for the young learners and also speakers like us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
Steve, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So, on behalf of the Katpam College of Engineering and on my own behalf, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to you because being good friends, we were into so many professional associations. And today, we had an opportunity to listen to your academic acumen. It was really great. You have touched upon so many aspects, which is the need of for all the faculties. Like we always, tell about innovation, creativity, everything. But how to incorporate it in our incorporate in our day-to-day life, in our basic teaching process that you've elaborately explained it to the faculty. And the final touch is really awesome, right? The way you give assignment to the students, right? So if it is possible for all the faculty members to treat ourselves as students during the session, I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful session for all of us, right? So thank you very much, sir. And your examples and colorful slides have given us wonderful, maybe a brisk feel also because it's almost lunchtime. I think almost all faculty they are there in their college. Apart from their class, they are into the FDP. So resource persons like you will always enlighten people with lovely inputs even during dull times like this. So I'm really happy about it. Thank you very much for your session, sir. Yeah, on behalf of all the participants and all other members, I'd like to extend my warm thanks to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for all participants for your patient hearing. All the very